Are you serious right now, bro?
Yo, guys, it's been confirmed. Claudia has sadly passed away. It was confirmed an hour ago by BBC News, and we're gonna just literally. I actually feel proper bad because, as you know, the first content that the friends were saying that she had passed away, and a lot of us content creators, a lot of people went on that news, and then I had to make my content the other day retracting that, apologizing, and because her mum brought out news that yeah, she's trying to get better, and inshallah all our prayers was out for her. But sadly today the BBC News has confirmed that Claudia has passed away. And first things first, I'm going to say to everyone, like, let's just take a moment out because everyone's speculating and talking about just what the incident that happened that night allegedly, in it, yeah. And the reason why I'm going to stick with allegedly because we have to remember it's an open case and someone's in remanded in custody for this Gabrielle, and she and you and we also have to remember that there's more aspects to the case, like there's other people that was injured on that night. You understand what I mean? But this is really sad news to find out that someone has lost their life in this incident. Me personally, I was rooting for Claudia, and I believe a lot of us was rooting for Claudia to get better. And it might sound a bit selfish, not selfish, it might sound a bit like, but I was rooting for her to get better for herself, but also for what's her name, Gabrielle's sake, because I have really, really believed it was just a moment of madness, and not to justify, but it was a moment of madness because I've heard so many things that's happened or so many alleged things that's meant to have happened that night. But yeah, let's just get into this and rest in peace to Claudia. Condolences to her family, her mother. Her mother put out that heartfelt statement the other day, so I know she must feel like she I don't know how she must feel because I have a son and a daughter. God forbid like I lose them in any form of way. In my time, like I no parent wants to bury their child. Just put it as that. In any form of tragedy, whether it's sickness, whether they through a violent death, anything. But violent death is probably the worst. Like no parent wants to bury their child. And take this from someone that has, I've lost a few friends. I've lost a good number of friends. So like, man's had to console like my boys' mums, like, and bro, like it's like looking into a mum's eyes when they lose their child and a dad is crazy still. Let's get into this anyway. Influencer dies after being hit by the car in Soho. Yeah. Um Claudia saw, I can't even say her surname properly. Saw, you know, guys, you don't know I'm bad with names. Claudia, let me fix that tab. Yeah, Claudia passed away with more than 270,000 followers on Instagram. A social media influencer had died 6 days after a car hit her and other pedestrians outside a nightclub in central London. Claudia from Essex was involved in the collision on Argyle Street in Soho on at 4:30 BST on the 19th of April. I'm just explaining this because some people might be new to the story and not know what has gone on. So yeah, there was an incident on Sunday that just gone, 19th of April. She was taken to hospital but died on Saturday. Yeah, Detective Chief Inspector, which is today. She died today, a couple hours ago. Yeah, literally a couple hours ago. Because I saw I have the alerts on my phone, like from certain news, Al Jazeera, BBC, and I believe at 5 o'clock, the news came out around at 5 o'clock. It was confirmed that she passed away. Yeah. The Detective Chief Inspector Alison Foxwell said we would like to express our deepest sympathy to Claudia's family and friends in the light of this tragic update. Our thoughts are with everyone impacted by this. Gabriel Caverton, 29 of Broadfield Road, Manchester, was previously charged with attempted murder. The Met Police said following Claudia's death, the charge of attempted murder will be amended to murder. As I said in my first content, which was at that point Claudia had not passed away, I said straight away that Claudia passed away, the charge is going to go up to murder. Yeah. And the reason being it's going to go up to murder because it's the aggravating features. She used the vehicle to and a vehicle can be considered as a weapon. She used the vehicle to run her over. The intentions behind it. I saw a few content creators breaking it down. I will never break it down because I just feel honestly the people that were recording than because this incident happened in Soho. I tell you for free, there's so many cameras in Soho. There's so many cameras. You get what I mean? The police have enough evidence just through the cameras, like the actual street cameras in Soho, yeah, in Mayfair. But with all the video evidence that the men's and the females, but mostly the guys that were there filming, you can see some things that I would say is damning. I'm not going to say, but you can see some things that are damning. And all what I would say is also it's damning on her, but also she does have some form of mitigating stance, but that's all she has, because at the end of the day, it's like, and we'll get into that at the end. Actually, we'll get into that at the end, because I want people to really think and take away something from this. Like, this is a upsetting tragedy on all sides, on every forms of the scale. But what my mom told me when I was in Rochester, yeah, he said, you don't always have to make the mistake to learn the lesson. Do you understand what I mean? You don't always have to make the mistake for their lesson to be learned. So, meaning, God forbid, I don't want, I hear that there's females fighting and they're jumping in cars and this is that, or females are grouping up on females. But I know that these type of things happen, innit? But hopefully, we're able to have control of the situation, because you're not going to win every fight. And as I said before, this day and age, they care about embarrassment. Everyone cares about embarrassment. No one cares about, like, you get what I mean? No one cares about anything other than getting embarrassed. And if we're going to break down that situation, like, it seems like, and this is someone outside looking in, I'm not going to go into the ins and outs and all the conspiracy theories, but it seems like all what it was over, even if it was over a guy, if it was not over a guy, I don't care who the guy is, yeah, because that's just weird, yeah. And there's no fault to his own. Also, if it was a guy or not over a guy, we need to be able to have like a form of level of self-control. And reason being, like, and I've heard a couple of things, and I remember I've been on the roads. I'm an ex-road guy, as they will say, innit? And I've been in predicaments, and I understand, like, when you're getting, like, if you're getting your ass handed to you, sometimes you're gonna draw for something and lick. You get what I mean? I understand that. And you see where it is. Don't ever get it twisted. The UK law understand that also. Don't ever get it twisted. They do understand that. But it's just the assess of what you do. Yeah? So, example, say like I'm getting run down. I've got a knife on me, a shank on me. I'm getting run down by 3 guys, yeah? They've got a gun and two shanks on them, yeah? They've let off 1 shot and I'm running. They're still running me down. The guy that's got the gun, he's got close to me and tried to let off another one and it's jammed. I've turned around and stabbed him once in his chest and he's collapsed. He's dead. Yeah? I've carried on running. I've got out of there. Long story short, I've got arrested up the road. Dave got arrested. The guy has died. Yeah? Do you think I'm getting charged with murder? That's the question. Do you get what I mean? And from all the stories that's gone on and looking at the footages that the guys that were there that was recording, and there's going to be a lot more footages that the police can see. There's going to be grounds. Obviously, the prosecution is going to want to charge with the highest, but all these evidence was going to be able and available for Gabrielle. But at the end of the day, the main thing that we should not forget, and today is not about Gabrielle's case and not about that she's charged for a murder. It's upsetting that she is, but the main thing today is that a young lady has lost her life over a situation that sounds like was stupid. Just call a spade, was small. And us as a community, I won't say us as a community, but us as a community, because the people that were out there represent us, innit? Because some people might say they load about or whatever. I don't care. They're us, innit? Yeah. I don't see them as anything like that. I just see that that's a man's community, innit? But you get what I mean? Because that man, the party that he was in, one of us, like, I could be there. You get what I mean? But we need to, as a community, hold ourselves accountable and hold ourselves better. Because I said in my first content, yeah, like, do you think if that situation was a group of, and I have to say it like this, I just have to say it, you know what I mean? If you think that situation was a group of, first, African women, when I say African women, like back home African women fighting, 3 versus 1, they rush them and there's a group of African men there. You think African men are taking out their phones to record? Or they're not stopping it and putting an end to that and say, hey, you go that way, you go this way. If there was a group of Asian men there, yeah, a group of Asian men and three Asian women were whacking the living shit out of this Asian lady. She got in a, like, do you think the Asian men are going to be there just recording, or they're going to stop it? They're going to pull them so far apart that someone is never going to have the chance to be able to run someone over. And this is what I'm saying, is just that it's upsetting because at the end of the day, they're all adults. Everyone that got themselves in that situation is an adult and should hold themselves. They all have responsibility in this in some form of way. Do you get what I mean? And now, like, 2 people is really lost. Even not 3, because there's a poor man that was just trying to get his pedal back. Just trying to get his back, the security. And not only that, he's got life-changing he's got in life-changing circumstances, yeah. A lot of people been speculating, saying he's paralyzed and this is that. Guys, just stop wishing things on people until it's confirmed. Let's not say it, yeah. Because I actually feel bad that all of us, like her friends, were saying that she was dead. I heard it was a misunderstanding with the hospital, but it's like it kind of felt like we all put that out there, and inshallah, I hope their family forgive me because I was just going on the information, and I'm truly sorry for that. But yeah, condolences to the family. Today it wasn't a long one. Well, I've gone on for a little bit long, but I had to make an update on this because as a community, we've actually a situation that should have been put into so much water, has really shone a light on our community, and they are at home just watching, yeah. But guys, girls, mums, dads, aunties, sisters, brothers, uncles, like, comment and subscribe. You know I'm on the road to 2K. Get me there. Whoosh.